Hey, what's up guys? Auto Fanatic. Haven't done a video in quite a while, and today's video got something real special here. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do a review on this car. This is the final 2025 Porsche Spyder RS. Porsche stopped production of this car in October of 2025. This is one of the last cars produced. One of my clients just got it. He also has a new GT3 Touring as well. So I want to just give you guys a little overview, but this car is really interesting because not only is it a ridiculously removed roof roadster, this has the 4-liter GT3 motor with over 500 horsepower. This one here has got the Weissach pack. We got the carbon fiber all throughout the car. We got the magnesium wheels. We got the carbon bucket seats. I'll show you guys real quick. And then we're going to do a little POV test drive. Now, unfortunately, these cars only come PDK. This car did not come with the manual transmission. But to be honest with you, after driving it, and understanding what a little pocket rocket this thing is, I don't think the manual transmission is going to really do much for the experience. I mean, you got the engine sitting right here, right behind your head. You have a pretty telepathic, lightweight chassis. This is about a little tick under 3,200 pounds, but you have over 500 horsepower. It's just incredible. The suspension here on this car is a derivative of the 991 GT3 components. So it's got the McPherson strut front end. It does not have the double wishbones. And to be honest with you, my personal opinion, I think this car is quite a bit sharper than the new GT3 in the front end. It's just unbelievable. So we're going to take it for a little bit of test drive. I'm not going to show you guys how to remove the top. We removed the top a few times in the shop. It's an absolute pain in the neck. I'm not doing it. That's the one downside about this car. It should have come with a push button electric retractable top. But like I said, Porsche's been doing these Spyder renditions for quite a while. Now, if we go back to what is the 718 Spyder RS, this car is 30 years in the making. What do I mean by that? This is the final generation of the Porsche Boxster. The Porsche Boxster was introduced in 1996. Then they changed it over to the Cayman. Then they changed it over to the 718. But the mid-engine Boxster platform is the foundation of this car back to 1996, except this one's got all the bells and whistles, all the updates, some mega engineering, by the Porsche GT team. I mean, you just look at this car, it is so freaking cool. It's got the exposed carbon hood, and the way they do this hood, they paint it, but you don't even feel the line. I mean, the quality of Porsches, it's going to be the best you're going to get. But this car is absolutely awesome, and like I said, I haven't done a video in like almost 2 months. Just so damn busy, but we're going to be starting to do some more content for you guys. And I said, why not do it a cool little drive video on the Porsche Spyder RS to jump back into the YouTube thing. But you can see it here. I mean, this car is just awesome. Now, it doesn't have any carbon fiber diffusers or anything like that, but you do get a little carbon fiber here. You do get carbon fiber on the side scoops. You do get carbon fiber over there. And we'll give you a little bit of a close-up over here. So they do like a matte carbon, which I actually love. Same like my AMG GTR. This has like a grayish blue Alcantara in the Weissach package with the yellow accents and some bluish gray stitching. It's really cool. I mean, this car is a blast. So we're going to take this thing out. Tires are warmed up already. And we'll do a quick little POV video for you guys. And I'll talk some more about this car and kind of compare and contrast it. But I'm going to tell you right now, before I even get in the car to drive it, there's really no other car out there in the category that's going to give you what this car can give you. So let's fire it up. Hope it's not going to be too loud, and we'll go for a little drive in the back roads over here by the shop. So stay tuned. Let's go. All right, guys, we are in the Spyder RS, and I'm sure the audio is going to be a little loud, but that's all part of the experience of this car. So we're in the PDK automatic mode, and I think Porsche and Ferrari have two of the best dual clutch systems in the world from any manufacturer, hands down. But I'm on a back road by the shop. Another thing I want to talk about this car is the size. So if you go back historically with Porsche, if you go back to like a G-body, 964, even a 993, they were about like 170 inches in length. This is about, I think, 175, 176. So when you get into like a new GT3 or a new 911, they are significantly bigger, not only in the length, but the width, the weight, everything else about the car. So when you get into this car, it does kind of transport you back to the era where Porsches were a much smaller, more wraparound type of vehicle than they are today. That's why I think this chassis, in my opinion, was always the most fun. You can hear as you hit the brakes that it'll just downshift and upshift for you automatically. But The steering is razor sharp. The size of the steering wheel is perfect. Like when you're just on the wheel, your fingers just drop right here. It's just perfect. There's no buttons. There's no mode control. I mean, we're pretty much in PDK Sport. We got the adaptive suspension, has 2 modes. And Porsche GT cars, in my opinion, have some of the best suspension tuning out of the box out of any manufacturer in the world. In terms of like, if you like a stiff, high performance feel in a car, this is kind of like the benchmark. If you get into a Porsche GT car and then you drive some other cars, like AMG, they build their cars a little bit too stiff. But Porsche, even though this car has carbon buckets, it's not bouncing me around. Believe it or not, the standard 718 GT4 was a little bit more bouncier and rougher than this car because I almost bought 2 of them. There's 2 times I almost bought a GT4. I was engaged in buying a 2016 in early of 2020, and then I ordered a 2020 GT4 that I passed up to get the F355 because it was just a little bit more of a special deal at the time as far as locating that car after 10 years. The GT4s, you can buy them all day long. They're all over the market. Same thing with this car. I mean, there's quite a bunch of these cars on the market, and for some weird reason, they just haven't taken off. I don't know why. I don't know why this chassis is not going 100,000 over sticker like a GT3. I don't know. They didn't produce a lot of these. But in terms of fun factor, this car has got everything going for it. So we'll go into manual mode now. Now, it's not sledgehammer fast like my AMG GTR, even like my Giulia Quadrifoglio. Those are very fast cars. But it's the linear power band of this 4-liter motor where it just has almost 100 horsepower more than a regular GT4 of this generation, but you reduce the weight, you add the Weissach pack, carbon buckets, and you got this engine roaring right behind your head. It's just a really cool experience. So it's funny, I was talking to the owner of the car. I was asking him, I said, what do you think, what are your thoughts on the Spyder RS so far since you've had it? And he says it feels like a hyperactive child. And I kind of get it because every input is so sharp and the car just communicates. I mean, look at this. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not going to kill the car. The car's still brand new. It's not broken in yet. But this is a car that you don't have to drive 10/10s to actually enjoy what it is and how good of a car it is based on the engineering. So you can kind of drive this car like I'm driving right now and realize this is a serious piece of equipment right here. I mean, look at the bumps. It just hits the bumps. There's no driver fatigue at all in this car. Another observation from driving this car and versus the GT4. Now, granted, the GT4 is a manual, and everybody complains about the transmission gearing and all of that. In all honesty, the GT4, in my opinion, is not very fast. It doesn't have enough oomph to it. And then you see guys like, Demand Motorsports are doing like the 5-liter motors and all this crazy stuff. That would probably appeal to me. So in a GT4, the one thing I noticed with driving position is that my body was tilted forward. So my upper shoulders were tilted forward when I'm driving that car. And when I'm in this car, I feel more in a neutral state. Now, I don't know if the carbon bucket in this car was adjusted differently. Is this just a difference between this car and those cars? I don't know. Or is it a difference of how I'm sitting because I don't have a clutch pedal to worry about? I don't know, but I've always hated these buckets. I still hate them getting in and out of the car. But once you're in the car, they're superb. And you can get these cars with the power adjustable seats, the comfort seats. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the way I would go with one of these. I think if you're going to get one of these and you want the full-blown experience, you got to ditch the comfort seats and you got to get the carbon buckets. But I mean, this car just eats up these back roads. I'm telling you, there's no other car that I think in this category in terms of size, power to weight, and how it feels behind the wheel that you could buy today. I mean, you can't get this from any of the Ferraris today. The Ferraris today are much bigger and they're far more powerful with the hybrids. And Aston Martin, that's a sledgehammer like the AMG with the new Vantage. There just really aren't any cars that this car competes with. This car is in a class on its own, and extremely special machine. And I wanted to take you guys for a little drive today and share my experience with this car in the back roads on YouTube. But so you could pick up one of these Spyder RSs between like 190 to about 225. Some of them are brand new, some of them have maybe like under 2,000 miles on them, and some of them have some really nice specs. There's actually quite a few paint to samples out there with some really cool options. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's overpriced. I think now, if you want this kind of experience, I think now's the time to grab one, because Porsche's never going to make this car again. You see what Porsche's doing right now? They're in a serious financial issue right now. They're losing a lot of money. The whole VAG group, Audi, Porsche, Bentley, they're just in a lot of financial trouble. Now, the next version of this is probably going to be electric. And I don't care what anybody says. Electric cars are cool. They have their place in the road. But you're not going to get this experience out of an EV or a hybrid. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. Oh, my God. The car is almost too good. You know what it reminds me of? Because like if you get into a McLarens are some of the best driving cars out of the box. Whether you love them or hate them, their engineering is like some of the best you're going to get. And their suspensions. But this car is a lot smaller than a McLaren, and it's naturally aspirated. It's not twin turbocharged. It's not a V8. It doesn't have like really big overhang of the body. So like when you're in this car, you feel like you're in like, you know, a small little Miata or like an old 993 turbo or something smaller where it kind of wraps around your body and you kind of become one with the car. So that's just one of the things that I just really love about these type of cars, is it's the right size. So like I said, guys, thanks for coming along for the drive today on the final Porsche Spyder RS. I cannot suggest, if anybody's out there that looking to spend 200 grand and you really want a real dynamic car, I mean, this thing on the track would be freaking incredible. Autocross track, whatever. Or you want to carve up your favorite back roads like I enjoy, definitely go and check out a Porsche Spyder RS. Even if you buy the car sight unseen, I don't think you're going to be disappointed the first time you get behind the wheel of this and drive it. That's how damn good it is. It just does everything well. It's just a superior engineered vehicle from Porsche GT division. They're never going to make this again. So I cannot emphasize that enough. This is the last of the last. Now we're just going to go back over here. This road's got some bumps on it. I mean, even as the car hits bumps, it doesn't like throw the chassis anywhere. It's just planted. And it's a bumpy road. And I like taking this road back to the shop, and I also like to take cars on this road to check suspension tuning and setting them up. But you can just see this thing is straight as an arrow. So stay tuned in the next video, guys. There'll be another drive video on a cool Ferrari that we're working on at the shop. And stay tuned to the channel. There'll be more content coming soon. See you guys in the next one.